What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Crossout 101 post-apocalyptic tutorial. We're gonna go back into this guy today, and we're gonna take some stuff off. Actually, that guy we can leave. I'm gonna teach you guys a little bit about the weapons, but before we do, let's open this bad boy. What are we gonna get today? Something rare and something amazing. That's my guess. Or a radio. Yay! Oh, we can exchange. No, I don't want to exchange it. Screw that. I thought they meant like exchange. We can get 50 scrap for it. That'd be awesome. Okay, you're not really doing much for sales wise. So, anyways, we got a radio. That's awesome. But what I want to teach you guys a little bit about today is the different kinds of guns that we have and what they can do for you. And that going big doesn't always mean better. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to take some of these cords and we're going to put them on. So we're going to have in total 3 of those, and it doesn't do anything, so Control Z. Let's take that off and let's put one more. Can we fit it right in here? Yeah. So we'll have 4 of these machine guns on here, and I want to show you guys that having a big gun doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna have the best damage amount. So you can see here, with the ability to kind of move around, I can hit this thing from any direction I want. Okay, so we go back to the way it was. If we go, can we do? No, it won't let me. Let's see if it would let me take that off, but we'll put this guy back on. I think up there should be okay. And I'll go back into the test drive. So now we're gonna go out with this guy, but now you can see I gotta be looking at this thing here, right? So I can still shoot and whatnot, but now I can't shoot that. Oop, nope, that's not gonna work. So I gotta make sure I'm lined up. Oh, that didn't work. So again, aim's got to be on, and it doesn't always mean that having the biggest gun is the way to win a match. You can see one more. Nope. Need 2 more. You can still shoot a little bit. There you go. That's 4. And there. 5 hits with the big guy. And you can see, yeah, it's pretty quick, but I can't. When I'm shooting like this, I can actually still shoot with my machine guns while I'm running away. So if I'm driving somewhere, I have the ability, okay, I'm gonna come in, boom, and as I drive by I can shoot, but now I'm stopped. I can't shoot anymore as I'm running away. So I'm just gonna be able to be attacked this way. And that's why I'm trying to get to you guys, that you don't always have to have the biggest gun, especially when it's got limited motion, much like this one here. Sorry, let's go back into here. And we'll drop this guy off, and now we'll go over to the shotgun. Got that one. Oh boy. That one. Can we put one more on? No, I need one more. Well, where the hell's all my power? Oh, shoot. Okay. Let's go in here. See, and again, it's the whole being able to shoot as I'm driving around. Shotgun does more damage than the machine gun does itself. But again, it's the whole ability to be able to do things as you're running around. And that's what gives you a bit more of an advantage, is that you do have the ability to run around, drive away as you're taking off. The other big tip when it comes to the weapon side of things is your mobility. So when you're putting a gun on, see, I can take this gun here and I can put it on the back, and that's all well and good. But here's the problem. We're gonna go out and do a little test drive. Actually, you know what I'll do is I'll set this up so that I have 2. The one at the back is gonna be the right mouse button, and the one at the front will be the left mouse button. Oops, and test drive. So see, at the back, I can't shoot it yet until I move around. So see, when I'm at the front, I can't shoot it. But now when I'm driving around, Yes, I have that ability to do so. So when you're placing your weapons, the location that you're putting them plays a big part. What I've always found to be an advantage is rather than having 2 or 3 of these guys all on the same level, is to stagger them so that you got something, even if you were to do something like this. Okay, because when you're out there driving, when I'm looking straight ahead, I can still fire both these weapons. The only way that they get blocked is if I'm looking down the same direction, but if I'm pointing up, I can still get it shot fired off. So you're only blocking in that little radius there. If you've got it right in front of you, when you're driving up towards something, you've only got 1 gun. This way here, I've actually got 2. And that's the advantage that you can have to that. Now, the other thing, when it comes to you can see how good those little shotguns are. So if you have a vehicle, and by vehicle I mean the cabin, if you have a cabin that's actually better than what you've got, you can see the gorilla gives 7 points, the docker gives 9, the huntsman gives 8. And that's currently what we're using, is the huntsman. So if I go back into my build area here, let's see, huntsman, take that out, take that out, take that out, and we go with this docker. Okay, can we fit this in here somewhere? Yeah, right there. So now you can see we got the extra space. We may even be able to shrink this up a little bit. So let's see. How would we do this? Might just do the whole thing. Yeah, you can see there. Now, take that, and that off. There. So we got this guy. That's going to go away. We'll put the light engine right up at the front. Do our fuel tank right in here. And I don't know if we'll go with the... I don't know if we'll do that. Hang on, let's do shotgun up here. Whoa. And we'll do a shotgun up here. Then we're going to have to figure out how we're going to design the back area of this here. So let me do that very quickly, and I'll bring you guys back in a second once we actually get this whole thing figured out. So I'll see you then. Alright everybody, we're back, and just quickly put together a little vehicle here. Literally. It is a tiny one. So this is my little mini vehicle. Now if you look at this, our rating score, let's go back into here. We're at 404 for structure, 2386 for power. We're doing pretty good there. And I have all the stuff jammed in here. I got 3 shotguns on this bad boy. Oops. We're going to go just test it out. Now you can see all 3 are able to shoot pretty much everywhere until they get side by side. And then that's where you're going to run into issues. But with having this many right there where it is, you can see now that the amount of damage that I can do in a short span of time. There you go. So see, with having multiple weapons, you're able to get a lot more done. And when I was stating mobility earlier, you guys probably have noticed that I have steering wheels on both front and back of my vehicle. I highly recommend doing this wherever possible, because it definitely adds a whole lot more maneuverability. A lot of people tend to fight like this in game. So it's like, okay, shoot, 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 and you're spinning around like this, constantly trying to shoot the guy next to you. If you can spin in a circle this small, you're easily going to be able to take over whoever's there, and also, there. You know, get out of tight situations where it's like, oh crap, I gotta get out of here. That's not the way to do it. But you're going to be able to like get into those little tiny spots. And when you're running up on a wall like this, you hit the corner sharp, and you can get in. Well, of course, they would put a ledge there, and you can get into another. My God, you can get into another spot that allows you to hide. Right, this is a poor example, but right here. See, you can come through here, and you can kind of duck in here, take off through here, go in here, and it's like, yeah, now you're hidden. You're not taking damage. And you can zip out the other side. Whereas someone with a longer vehicle, bigger vehicle, with only one set of steering wheel, they're only going to be able to turn like this. It's like, I'm coming to get you. You know, because I'm already doing loops around you. So those are the big tips that I can give you today for the guns and such like that. what we'll do is we'll actually take this little bad boy into a real battle. And be like, okay, you're full of it, Joes. You just showed us destroying your own car. Why don't you take on someone real? Huh? Well, fine. Let's do it. What should we go for? Don't really need wheels. I'd like to get wires, but don't need the huntsman. Maybe we'll go for like another radio. Why not? So we'll see how this actually does with the 3 shotguns and with the maneuverability that we have on it. I actually progressed through the game, not just in levels, but in power score. That is actually going to put you up against other people that are going to be stronger and better. So right now we're not playing against people that are, I don't want to say highly skilled, but they don't have a high level of power. There's not a whole high level of armor or anything like that either. So also that you can see, I'll show you guys once we actually get into wherever it is we got to get into. About the different strengths and such, about the different vehicles and their cabins and how those actually operate and work. Let's see here. Can we get in here and do some serious damage? And see, this is what I'm talking about. You can get in and always aim for the gun. There you go. So you can see, yeah, I took half a chunk of damage there, but what are you doing, dude? Ooh, he got me good. But now, see, there's the limited mobility guy. He's not going to be able to do anything. Neither am I now without guns. But to be able to get away makes it a little bit easier because you can actually dodge things. Watch out for the tree there, buddy. And then what you can do is, you're in a circle like this, you can try to dodge whoever's there and make sure you don't take damage and at least get 1 point. So say we didn't actually get the 1 point, but if this other guy can stay in there after these guys or kill them. But this guy here, he's kind of limited, or he got very slow range. What the hell is this guy doing? Logan. What are you doing, dude? Wow. And this is why you lose games, people. Like sitting and hiding behind something, this gets nobody points. And being 1 to survive out of 2, these guys is either going to be a draw or these guys are going to win. And you'll see what happens if we get a draw. Oh, we lost. Because they had more guys. So if you're going to die like that, or just go down like that, go out and fight. Don't just kind of sit there and do absolutely nothing. So now this is your basic design. Like this is very raw. We go back into our build. Nope, sorry. We want to go back into our storage. And we're going to go up to the top. You can see 3 stats when it comes to the cabins themselves. The engine speed, the max speed, and the power. So you can see here, this is the first one that you actually get. You can't trade it. It's the first one that you can ever make. And you can see you got about a 5.5 for engine speed, 6.5 for your top speed, and then 4 for power. So power only gives you 7, right? And you go up to the next one, which is the Huntsman, that gives you 8 for energy. But this here, it actually gives you 6.5 for engine speed, 7.5, well, 7 we'll say, for your max speed, and power is now 4.5. If we get into, let me do that, and we'll go back into here. With this guy, you can see the engine speed's not the greatest. We're at 4 and then 5 for max speed. And this Huntsman is actually going to be the fastest vehicle that we have at this particular time. So if you are looking for a faster vehicle, you can easily go with the Huntsman. If you're looking for something that's got more power, you're going to go with the Docker. Now, as you go throughout here and you look at the different factions and such like that, you see it's got the Growl. That's got 9 for power, but you look at the engine speed and the max speed, that thing is really, really fast. What we could do is potentially for the next episode, I'm going to try to gather up a bunch of resources and stuff like that. We can make these Dockers. If we go back into our engineers That would be back here, right here. No. Where the hell is it? I know we can. Well, you got this guy here, which is 8, but this gives you a ton of what do you call it, mass? So you can actually do tons of it. What the hell is that? Contains usable for 24 hours. Oh, a legendary part. It's kind of waste just for a 24-hour period. Where's the docker? I guess it must be under someone else. Yeah, because that's all that. Yeah, I think it's under one of the other fashions that you can actually build the docker. But what we'll try to do is maybe we'll try to gather up enough scrap and copper to be able to make this up, and I'll also keep going through the different battles to be able to get the cabin. There. I'll do that so I can get these guys as well. And in order to get copper, all you got to do is you go into your battle and you choose raids. You'll see here, you get 1 piece for every 120 reputation that you actually get in battle. The higher up you go, though, so if we go into the cargo, you'll get 1 piece for every 35. You go into the hard difficulty, you're going to get 1 piece for every 12 reputation. Forewarning, though, you better be really damn prepared for these, because they are not easy. The medium ones, obviously, like you got 3,000 power, 4,000 power, and you got to be a minimum level 5 with the lunatics, the nomads, or the scavengers. So keep that in mind when you're looking at it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this little bit of a tutorial on this. If you have any questions, like I said before, just drop a comment down below and ask away. I'm not afraid to help you guys out, and that's what I'm here for. Thanks so very much, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.
Very simple.